Hello everyone, my name is Nawaki Telao and today I'm going to talk about business report of the study abroad support business. In the futures, I would like to establish a study abroad support business for international students in Japan. The main task of the study abroad support are creating study abroad support programs, advertising, counseling with client, destinations, entry produce, enrollment produce, and local support. In addition to the limit amount of the monies available for establish and business, I would like to make these decisions in the business based on my knowledge and experience in setting up this business. In stock basis corporate structures, shareholders' opinions must also be considered, which may reduce the freedom in decision making. In other words, either a sole proprietorship or limit liabilities partnership. However, in 2006, the significant revisions of the legal system regarding corporate entities was made in Japan, and their limit liabilities companies law repeal as part of these changes. It is, it is appropriate to conduct business in the sole proprietorship corporate form. When a launched business is performing well and the rate of return is stable, managers consider the pros and cons of business and company's capital investment to increase profit. In doing so, there are two ways to use the company's capital and to use loan to temporarily cover the shortfall. Covering investment fund with bank or business loan should only be done if repayment is expect based on past or current rate of return. In other words, managers should be use income statement data to consider whether their companies will borrow monies to expand carefully. In this case, the income statement data's gross margins, net margins, and return on equalities will determine whether it is appropriate to consider an $20,000 loan. Study abroad support business were categorized as the education-related business, and the growth rate to be achieved was 47.19% in industry average profit margin data for 2023, and my company's growth rate for 2020 was 38.66%, which was lower than the average. In the same data, the average net profit margins for educational related business was 7.17%, and my company's 2020's net profit margins was 0.8%, also the lower than average figure. From those, the profit margins of my business is below average and not operationally sound. The return on equalities of the study abroad student support business was 54.11% in 2020, with an ideal return on equalities of around 20%. It can be said that business management is stable, but in terms of the profitabilities and growth to high ratios is negative. From a shareholder's point of view, the company is required to make good use to its fund and make profit even if it takes on the acceptable amount of debt. A high ratios could be interpreted as the lack of the growth or revenue maximizations due to management stability. In the light of above, in the income statement data reveals that the rate of the return for this business was not stable. The ideal return on the equalities was well above average, and that that my companies were not managing their fund well to maximize that earning. It is not appropriate decisions to take out the loan to this stage because the business management is not stable. In, in general, corporate governance refer to the function to stakeholders as the system of producers and accountabilities to resolve conflict and interest that arise within the companies. In this case of the sole proprietorship, corporate governance refer to played a role in arising in visibilities of the companies. The health of the companies can mark off it from its competitors, and being recognized by the society as good companies stirs them that company's brand image, and as a result create an opportunity for the customer to recognize for the companies. In the study abroad support business, it is necessary to realize social responsibilities, and corporate governance refer to continue to the business. Significant activate increase fundraising for kind organization and participations in cross-cultural exchange activities. Study abroad support is an international business. The object is to communicate with activeness of study abroad students and encourage them to take on the challenge of study abroad basis on the understanding the different cultures, law, and different standard in different countries. However, I must remember that what makes this possible is environment that accept international student. Studying in international environment require that cooperation of the peoples from many countries and religions, and the study abroad support business is also made possible through such cooperations. Therefore, I should not only do business but also contribute to society with kind responsibilities. Thank you for listening.